Kent Spitfires slipped to their second defeat from 6 Natwest T20 Blast matches as they went down by 6 wickets with just 1 ball to spare in a rain-reduced thriller in Canterbury, where James Vince hit the best score of his T20 career for Hampshire. After a delayed start of an hour because of rain, Sam Northeast batted after winning the toss in a match reduced to 18 overs per side, and after Daniel Bell-Drummond and Joe Denley had both struck early boundaries. The latter was bowled by the fiery Fidel Edwards, playing in his final match before heading off to the Caribbean 2020 League. Northeast was in early and once again the country's second leading run scorer in this format, after the extraordinary Michael Klinger was soon looking in sumptuous form once again with more early boundaries. There was even more freedom to play shots with the slightly reduced time limit, and both Northeast and Bell-Drummond were entertaining the crowd on a rather sultry evening in Canterbury, the predicted fierce storms thankfully staying away for now. Each team had 5 overs of power play on this occasion, and these two batsmen made the most of those, rushing the total up to 47. But over number 6 began with the loss of Bell-Drummond for 19, as he had his stumps disturbed by Yasir Arafat. Fabian Cowdrey came in to join his captain, and these two took the score up to 74 in the 9th over, only for Cowdrey to then be bowled by a flatter delivery from Danny Briggs for 13. The Spitfires had to wait until the 11th over to record their first of 3 sixes, Northeast striking it before getting to a 4th 50 from just 7 innings in this tournament, one of course which was made into a ton, this one coming off 29 balls. Alas for Kent, he was out in the next over for 54, hitting Edwards to Chris Wood at long on. For once the batsman didn't fully time his shot over the top. With 5 overs remaining, the Spitfires had got to 120 for 4, and then Darren Stevens went big off Briggs at one end, before doing the same to Arafat at the other. Stevens looking to find some form with the bat just when his side needed him. But the bowler exacted his revenge in the same over, Jimmy Adams with the catch at long off as Stevens departed for 25. It was now left to Alex Blake, who of course turned the reverse fixture at the Ageas Bowl around just a couple of weeks ago. He belted Arafat over the rope at the start of the penultimate over. And 2 balls later, he repeated the dose with a monstrous hit, as 20 runs were smashed off only 4 deliveries by the left-hander, one who Hampshire must have been sick of bowling to. It was an excellent finish from Kent, Adam Ball also hitting Edwards into the distance to just the 5th delivery he faced. Blake was to end on an exceptional unbeaten 49, which used up only 25 deliveries, and Kent would have been very pleased with their batting efforts as they ended on 183 for 5 from their 18 overs. Hampshire were going to have to go some to chase that down, and they were soon in trouble when Michael Carberry gave debutant Ryan Davis some early work to do behind the stumps off Matt Coles. 5 runs came off the first over for the loss of that wicket, but on a very good pitch for the batsman, Vince soon cleared the rope off Mitch Claydon. Coles' second over also proved to be a rather expensive one. It went for 16 runs as Adams also went the distance before he was out to his 8th ball for 16. Davis involved again with a good low catch as the visitors reached a rather frenetic 31 for 2 from the first 3 overs of their reply. The Spitfires appeared to be well on top as Hampshire made 46 for 2 after 5, but Vince, who struggled for form for much of this season, started to look in very good touch, even though he lost Owe Shah at the other end for 18 as Stevens won an LBW decision. Big shots were required now, with 109 runs needed off the last 10 overs, and Sean Irvine supplied one of them as he went after the returning James Treadwell immediately, the batsman's second ball going all the way. And the Zimbabwean did the same to Stevens at the start of the next over, the 10th. It left a tough target still, Hampshire wanting 85 more runs from 8 overs. Irvine decided to deal in 6s, and a third, again off the last ball of an over, kept Hampshire interested. The target now 74 off 42 balls. Vince was still there. For a while he let his partner take over, but having got to a 50 off 36 balls, he now added his third maximum. Treadwell, with little cricket of late, proving to be expensive as his 4 overs cost 45 runs. Kent, though, were favourites once again when Irvine, who'd blasted a game-changing 37 off 15 balls, hit his 16th to Bell-Drummond at long off to give Ball a wicket. Vince dropped the next delivery for 4 and then hit another 6, once again to ruin an over which Kent would have been pleased with right to the end. With Vince and Adam Wheater striking a 4 each in the next 2 overs, the runs required were brought down to 17 off the last 2, and Hampshire then emerged as favourites probably for the first time as Vince cleared the rope for a 5th time to move into the 90s with just 1 over to go. Only 5 runs were needed now, and with the scores level with 2 balls left, it was only right that it was Vince who hit the winning runs as the mist descended over the ground. A 4 not a 6, meaning that the batsman ended the night just 1 short of what would have been his maiden T20 ton. He won't have minded ending on a 99 which used up only 57 balls because he'd seen his side over the line with just 1 delivery remaining. Hampshire ending on a thrilling 187 for 4 to take the game by 6 wickets, a result which has them up to 3rd in the South Group, 2 points behind Kent and with a game in hand. The Spitfires are now 2nd ahead of their next match at home to new leaders Essex next Thursday. Hampshire play again at Lord's on the same night. A few will fear them after this chase.